team South Africa. They have cobras. Sea cows can be like Switzerland or something. No, they should be U.S. territory.
Oh, nice.
Ryan won't be here until like probably 5 more, 10 more minutes.
Okay.
But the umpires are gonna try to start because today's down. And then he gets here. Go run and get them game balls.
Okay.
Because they're on his truck. Here's that Russ.
There's the circus line. Get the fins in real quick.
Everybody's going to be out of the box if they use that. Only a foot and a half off. Leave it. Ah, good job.
Good morning. Welcome to field number 2, the Palmasola Softball Complex. It is day number 2 of the 2025 season of the Florida Gulf Coast League. I'm Tom Canterbury. Thank you so much for joining us here this morning for the first of 3 games on this field today, starting things off with the Sarasota Circus taking on the Siesta Key Phinz. This is game 2 of this 2-game series to start off the year for these two squads. Yesterday, the Phinz came away with a 7-5 victory over the Circus. Here is the starting lineup for head coach Katie Kistler and the Sarasota Circus. Leading things off is center fielder Sophia Anderson. Maddie Dodig, the second baseman, will bat second. Batting third is the first baseman, Ava Hazard. Annalise Bunsey, right field, batting fourth. Batting fifth is Peyton Bragg, the third baseman. Catching batting sixth, Caroline Johnson. Shortstop Sammy Zelenka will bat seventh. Batting eighth is Caitlin Clark, the left fielder. Allison Wisneski, the designated player, will bat ninth. And batting 10th and pitching is Riley Stinson. They're facing in the circle for the Phinz, left-handed sophomore in 2025 out of Pittsburgh, Amari Braden. Braden yesterday got the victory. Went 2 2/3, gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 3 walks, and a strikeout. Came in relief of Riley Little in that game. Little came in and ended up getting the save in the game that she started because of the re-entry. And now we are ready to roll. Sophia Anderson steps in, and here comes the first pitch from Amari Braden. It's high for ball 1, and we are underway. In the field for the Phinz, Whited in left, Vukadinovich in center, Morgan in right, Taylor at third, Planty at short, Sanchez at second, Little at first with Ford behind the plate. Catching Braden. Phinz a little bit short-handed. Only 9 people currently here on the roster. They have more coming that will be here after the off day tomorrow for the first full week of play. Phinz trying to get another shorthand victory here today. Check swing. Pitch was called a ball. She did go too far around. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Anderson yesterday was 2 for 4 with a run scored, had a couple of singles. The leadoff spot for the Circus. And bloops this one, it's caught by Sanchez behind the second base bag for out number 1. That brings up the second baseman, Maddie Dodig. Dodig yesterday as a designated player was 0 for 3. The strikeout, she did reach on an error once. First pitch is high for ball 1. Mentioned this is the first of 3 here on field 2. Coming up next, it'll be the Queens and the Impact, and then the Aquanauts and the Rodeo. We'll wrap things up. Regular season schedule is set for 3 games a day on each field, starting at 9:30 Eastern time. That one's fouled off. Over on field 1 today, the Sea Cows and the Pioneers are just getting underway, followed up by the Skeeters and the Slice and the River Mocs and the Squeeze. Keep you up to date on those games as they continue. Here as you watch. 2-1 pitch comes in a bit high. 3 balls and a strike. Braden did not appear in the circle for the Panthers this year. Has good velocity coming out of the left-hand side. Count now 3 balls and 2 strikes. 82 degrees at first pitch, sunny skies. Humidity is up. The wind is down from yesterday. There's a little bit of a breeze, but not as much to keep the balls in the ballpark like it happened yesterday. That pitch comes in low for ball 4, and the first base runner of the ball game comes on a 1-out walk to Maddie Dodig. That will bring up the first baseman, Ava Hazard. Runner on first, one out. First pitch to Hazard is a called strike. Dodig on first. Hazard yesterday was 1 for 2 at a single. Waited on that off speed and fouled it off. We'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One out, just underway here. Between the Sarasota Circus and the Phinz. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Hazard down on strikes, and there's 2 away. First strikeout of the day for Braden. And that'll bring up Annalise Bunsey. First pitch is outside and past the catcher for the pass ball. Dodig will move to second. Ford and Braden may have been crossed up on that one. Bunsey had a great day yesterday. 2 for 3, 2 runs scored and an RBI, had 2 doubles. Had the Circus come away with a victory, would probably have been the player of the game for Sarasota yesterday. If you follow along on the FGCL social media channels, you'll see our social media crew with interviews with the player of the game after every game. That one's lined to right, and that's going to be a fair ball, and that's going to get all the way to the corner. 1 run will score, and that's going to be the 3rd double of the season already in just 1+ games for Annalise Bunsey. Dodig scores, and it's 1-0 Circus. That brings up Peyton Bragg. First pitch to her is a ball. Bragg 0 for 3 yesterday. 3 strikeouts, but did draw a walk. That one rolls in. Ground ball to first. Stop made by Little. She'll step on the bag for out number 3 to retire the side. But a 2-out RBI double by Annalise Bunsey gives the Circus the 1-0 lead. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors and 1 left. We played a half inning. Circus 1. Phinz coming back. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the first inning, 1-0 Circus. Here is the starting lineup for the Siesta Key Phinz. Their head coach, Mickey Dean. 1-0 after the victory yesterday over the Circus. Leading things off is the right fielder, Alexis Morgan. Amari Braden, the pitcher, will bat second. Mariah Sanchez, second base, batting third. Batting fourth, the Jesse Taylor, the third baseman. Batting fifth, the catcher, Maddie Ford. Lily Palante, the shortstop, bats sixth. Faith Whited, left field, batting seventh. Batting eighth is Riley Little, the first baseman. And Paige Vukadinovich, the center fielder, will bat ninth. They'll face in the circle for the Circus, left-handed incoming freshman on her way to Ouachita Baptist, Riley Stinson. Here comes the first pitch. And it misses for ball one. Stinson appeared in yesterday's game and took the loss for the Circus. Went 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, 4 runs all earned, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Morgan had 3 balls and no strikes. Morgan was the player of the game yesterday for the Phinz. She draws a leadoff walk. Yesterday was 3 for 3 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs, a double and 2 singles. Leadoff walk puts her on. And Mari Braden will be the batter. First pitch to her is a called strike. Plate yesterday, Braden was 1 for 4 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. Stinson trying to find the strike zone here. Squared around a bunt. Didn't pull it back in time. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Braden. Defensively for the Circus, Clark in left, Anderson in center, Bunsey in right, Bragg at third, Zelinka at short, Dodig at second, Hazard at first with Johnson behind the plate, and Wisniewski DP. Ground ball to second. Nice play by Dodig with the runner flashing in front to make the stop in the throw for out number 1. So 1 out, runner on second. Mariah Sanchez, second baseman, will be the batter. First pitch to her. Misses for ball 1. Sanchez yesterday was 1 for 4 with a single. That one bounces away, and taking third on the wild pitch is Morgan. Now you have Alexis Morgan at third, ready to try to tie this one up. Sanchez up in the count, 3-0. After the second 4-pitch walk in 3 batters, we'll have a meeting in the circle for the Circus before Jesse Taylor, the third baseman, will have her at bat. Runners on the corners with 1 out. Assessing the wind, it's picking up a little bit, but yesterday, one of the reasons why they only had 1 home run in 3 games on this field prevailing wind that blows in on field 2. It blows out on field 1. Jesse Taylor steps in, and here comes the first pitch to her. Called strike. Taylor 0 for 4 yesterday. Looking for her first hit of the FGCL. Would be an RBI producer if it was to happen. Runner goes. It's a ball. Now they throw it away at third. And coming in to score is going to be Morgan on the error. So a stolen base for Sanchez, and then Morgan scores on the error. And we are tied up at 1. Line to second. Nice catch. Back in time to avoid the double up is Sanchez. And there's 2 gone. So now 2 outs, runner on third for the catcher, Matty Ford. First pitch to her is right in there for a called strike. Ford yesterday was 0 for 2 with a couple of walks. Bounced in, got away from Johnson momentarily, but not far enough to get a run come in. Ford gets a hold of this one to deep right field. That one's back and gone. Two-run opposite field homer by Matty Ford, and the Phinz take the 3-1 lead. After the Phinz were manufacturing with some chaos on the base paths, Matty Ford takes care of everything with a 2-run shot. Gives Siesta Key the 3-1 lead, and Lily Palante will be the batter. First pitch sure is a called strike. Palante was 0 for 3 yesterday with a walk and a run scored. No balls and 2 strikes. One, 2. One hopper to first. Hazard makes a stop, steps on the bag for out number 3 to retire the side. But the Phinz answer the Circus 1 run in the top of the first with 3 of their own here in the home half. 3 runs on 1 hit. There was 1 error and no runners left. We played an inning. Phinz 3, Circus 1. This is the FGCL. 3-1 Phinz as we head to the top of the second inning. First pitch to Caroline Johnson is high for ball one. 6-7-8 due up for the Circus here as they try to answer back after the 3 runs put up by the Phinz in the bottom of the first. Johnson ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Johnson got 1 at bat yesterday, went 0 for 1. Lines this to right, but there to make the catch is Morgan for the first out of the inning. Well hit ball. They'll bring up the shortstop, Sammy Zelinka. Zelinka was 0 for 2 yesterday. First pitch to her is right in there for a strike. Count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. 3-1 Phinz with the lead. Ground ball, and that's going to get past Little into right field. And that'll go down as a base hit. And it brings up the left fielder, Caitlin Clark. First pitch is outside for ball one. Clark yesterday was 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. Ground ball. Nice diving stop at short. Got one. Won't be able to turn the double play, but Palante with a great stop to get the lead runner for the second out of the inning. So now 2 outs with a runner on first for the designated player, Allison Wisniewski. First pitch is a called strike. Wisniewski was 0 for 2 yesterday. Went too far around. No balls and 2 strikes. Excuse me, she was 0 for 1 yesterday with a sac fly. That one's lifted, and that's going to be just foul down the right field line. We'll do it again. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs with a runner on first. to chase, low and away for strike 3, and that'll do it for the Circus here in the second. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We move to the bottom of the second inning. Still 3-1 Phinz. This is the FGCL. Three-one with Phinz with the lead as we head to the home half of the second. Due up for Siesta Key here in the second inning. It'll be 7, 8, 9. Whited, Little, and Vukadinovich. Riley Simpson back out for her second inning of work. 2-run homer by Maddie Ford, giving the Phinz the lead in the bottom of the first inning. Faith Whited will be the batter. First pitcher, low and away for ball 1. Whited yesterday was 0 for 1 with 2 walks and 2 runs scored. Made the Circus pay for the freebies. That one's fouled off. Out of the Box Podcast scoreboard update over on Field 1. They're in the top of the third inning. No score between the Manatee Sea Cows and the Pioneers. Keep you up to date on that one as the day goes along. Sea Cows won yesterday. Nine to 4. Called strike there at the knees, and the count is now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Low and away for ball 4. Leadoff man on for the second consecutive inning for the Phinz via a walk. That brings up the first baseman, Riley Little. Little lines this one to right. The catch is made. They'll throw back to first, but Whited's back in time. But well hit ball there by Little, but right to the right fielder. And there's one away. One out runner on first now for the center fielder, Paige Vukadinovich. First pitch to her is swung on and missed for strike 1. Vukadinovich yesterday, 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs, including the game winner and a double and a single. And in between slap to second, we'll get the lead runner. Vukadinovich reaches on the fielder's choice, and there's now 2 away. Back to the top of the order in the right fielder, Alexis Morgan. Wild pitch moves the runner to second. Morgan, a sophomore at UCF in 2025, and she is in the transfer portal. Saw limited action for the Knights this past year. 1 for 4 with 8 runs scored from Centerville, Virginia. Fouls that one away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, runner on second. Phinz trying to add to their 3-1 lead here in the home half of the second inning. That one's line. That's going to get through for a base hit, and that's going to get into the gap. Cut off right before she gets to the wall, but coming in to score is Vukadinovic, and that's going to be an RBI double for Alexis Morgan, and the Phinz have taken the 4-1 lead. So hot start to the season continues for Morgan. That brings up the pitcher, Amari Braden. She's 0 for 1, grounded out her first time. First pitch barely misses, ball 1. At the plate for Pittsburgh this past year, Braden batted .315, 40 of 127, 9 RBIs, 2 homers, a couple of triples, 6 doubles. Scored 24 runs and stole 13 bases for Pittsburgh. Fly ball, center field, charging in. Fighting off the wind in the sun is Anderson. She'll make the catch for out number 3 to retire the side. But the Phinz add to their lead here in a second as they get 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We played 2. It's Phinz 4, Circus 1. This is the FGCL. (4-1). Phinz with the lead as we head to the top of the 3rd inning. First pitch is a called strike. 10-1-2 due up for the Circus here, starting with the starting pitcher, Riley Stinson. Stinson yesterday was 0 for 1 with a strikeout at the plate. Stinson waits on that one, but not quite long enough. Fouls it away. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Over on field 1, the Sea Cows have taken a 1-0 lead over the Pioneers. They're playing in the 3rd inning. Fouled off at the plate. We'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Off day tomorrow, and then the first full week of the 2025 season of the FGCL gets underway. On Monday, Circus will take on the Pioneers here in Field 2 at 9:30. And it'll be the Phinz at the River Mocks, also on Field 2, at noon. Ball to her knees, making the stop is Palante. It's short. The throw is in time for out number 1. We've seen both shortstops for both teams excuse me, make really nice plays here early on. 1 out, back to the top of the order, and Sophia Anderson. 0 for 1, she popped out her first time. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Anderson, in 2025, a freshman at UC Davis from Oakton, Virginia, scored 4 runs in limited action. The 0-2 is popped up in foul ground. It'll get out of play. On the slap, we'll do it again. No balls and 2 strikes. Slap to short. Palante makes the play with the throw for out number 2. Maddie Dodig, now the batter. 2 out, nobody on. She walked and scored her first time. First pitch to her in the dirt for ball 1. Dodig, a sophomore in 2025 at Binghamton. For that conference championship team that went to the NCAA tournament. The 2nd team, All-America East Conference. Batted .325 for Binghamton, 38 of 117, 24 runs knocked in with 4 homers, a triple, 7 doubles, 21 runs scored, and had a .402 OBP. Helped to lead that Binghamton team to the NCAA tournament and the appearance in the Eugene Regional. has two cousins, Michael and Jeff Dodig. Both played professional baseball in the Atlanta Braves organization. That one's to the backstop. Braden held on to that one a second too long. And counts down full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, nobody on. Circus trying to battle back, down 4-1. Line to third. That one's caught on the fly by Taylor for out number 3. 1-2-3 inning pitched by Amari Braden here in the third. Couple of ground outs and a line out. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the third. 4-1. Phinz with the lead. This is the FGCL. Sanchez leading things off for the Phinz as we move to the bottom of the third inning. Siesta Key with a 4-1 lead over the Circus. Sanchez walked and scored her first time. Riley Simpson back out for her third inning of work for the Circus as that one's high and tight. Sanchez in 2025, a sophomore at Mercer from Orange Park, Florida. For the Bears in 2025, Sanchez was 5 of 45, had 2 RBIs and 4 runs scored. Another team that played in the NCAA tournament and made a run in the Gainesville Regional did the Bears. Payoff pitch. Low and out for ball 4. So for the third consecutive inning, the Phinz draw a leadoff walk. Second time Sanchez has walked. 4 walks total for Stinson in the game as Jessie Taylor steps in. She lined out her first time. Sanchez did have a stolen base her first time at first base. A situation where there were runners on the corners and she went still second. They threw down to third, threw it away, and a run scored. Called strike there, 2-1. Taylor also a Mercer Bear, redshirt junior in 2025. That one's lined to left. That's going to fall for a base hit. Rounding second and heading to third is Sanchez. She'll stand there on the double by Jessie Taylor. Phinz with a 4-1 lead and an opportunity here to really start to salt this one away. 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out for Maddie Ford, who hit a 2-run homer her first time. First pitch is low for ball 1. Ford a Campbell Camel. A sophomore at Campbell, excuse me, in 2025. From Melbourne, Florida. She transferred to Campbell from Eastern Florida State. For the Camels this past year, batted .306, 38 at 124. 30 RBIs with a triple, 9 doubles, scored 32 runs at a 441 OBP. That one is in the dirt for ball 4, and that's a 4-pitch walk to load the bases with nobody out here in the third. And the Circus are now in the middle of the danger zone. Lily Plante will be the batter with the bases loaded and nobody out. Sanchez on third, Taylor on second, Ford on first. Plante grounded out her first time. Future Virginia Tech Hokie steps in. First pitch is high for ball 1. She'll be an incoming freshman in 2026, heading to Vodtech from Charlottesville, Virginia, and the Miller School. Fouls that one back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice stop by Johnson behind the plate there. I also think, though, if you're the Phinz, you're not going to really try to chance anything. Run yourself out of any big innings here. Fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Didn't miss by much, a little bit high and outside, though. Now the payoff pitch. Too low for ball 4. And the RBI walk is going to bring in another run. And it's now 5-1 Phinz. That brings up Faith Whited. And that one is a fly ball to right center. The catch is made by Bunsey, and she will throw it to third to keep the other two runners where they are. But coming in to score on the sacrifice fly is Jessie Taylor, and the count is now 6-1. Phinz with the lead. Line to first, that's on the ground. And I believe Hazard forgot how many outs there were. She went and stepped on the first base bag and then just threw the ball down. But luckily for the Circus, no one came in to score. Might have had a chance to get a double play there, though. Off the bat of Riley Little. Now that's a ground ball from Paige Vukadinovich. To second, throws to first to get the out and retire the side. So for the Phinz here in the third, they get 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We've played 3. It's now 6-1 Phinz. This is the FGCL. Six-one Phinz as we head to the 4th inning. Hazard, Bunsey, and Bragg do up for the Circus. 3-4-5 against the new pitcher for the Phinz. Riley Little moves over from first base to take over for Amari Braden. Braden moves out to center field, and the center fielder, Paige Vukadinovich, moves to third. First pitch to Ava Hazard is a called strike. Amari Braden went 3 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 run, it was earned, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. Little now up to the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Little again, the lefty. Sophomore in 2025 from Palm Beach Atlantic. Hazard fouls that one off, stays alive, no balls and 2 strikes. Hazard's 0 for 1, she struck out her first time. Yesterday, Little went 5 1/3, gave up 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts in a game that she started, and she also picked up the save in. Lifts that one to deep second, ranging back to Sanchez. She'll make the catch for out number 1. That will bring up the right fielder, Annalise Bunsey. Bunsey's had a great start to the 2025 FGCL campaign. 3 doubles, including one in the first inning, an RBI double. First pitch fouled away. 4 strike 1. Bunsey, a sophomore in 2025 at Thomas, where she transferred from Stetson. Was second team, all SSAC. At Thomas, batted .331 with 35 RBIs, 5 homers, 3 triples, 14 doubles, and 31 runs driven in. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Bunsey down on strikes, and there's 2 gone. Peyton Bragg will be the batter. 0 for 1, grounded out her first time. Bragg in 2025, a freshman at Oklahoma Baptist from Lake Dallas, Texas. Goes back to bunt there. Takes the ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. For Oklahoma Baptist this past season, was 5 of 22 with 4 RBIs, a double, and 10 runs scored. Counts now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Over on field 1, now the Box Podcast scoreboard update. They're in top of the 4th. The Sea Cows with a 5-2 lead over the Pioneers. Payoff pitch to Bragg. Just misses for ball 4. Bring up the catcher, Caroline Johnson. 0 for 1, had a fly out her first time. It's a fly ball, and that's going to be a fair ball down the left field line. Rounding third is Bragg. She will come in to score as the throw is cut off. And that is an RBI double off the bat of Caroline Johnson. Just fair down the left field line. And it's now 6-2 Phinz. First pitch is a called strike to Sammy Zelinka. She singled her first time. Circus getting some 2-out production here. The walk to Bragg, and then the RBI double by Caroline Johnson. Selenka in 2025, a freshman at FIU from Miami. Batted .287, 25 of 87 with 14 RBIs, a double, and a run scored for the Panthers. As now we have a meeting in the circle for the Phinz as they try to get this third out of the fourth inning. They have the 6-2 lead. The Circus trying to put a rally together here with 2 outs. Had a pop out and a strikeout in this inning to start things off, but then a walk to Peyton Bragg and a Caroline Johnson RBI double. Whited wasn't quite able to track down the left field line, and it hit in fair territory. Meeting is broken up. 2-1's the count. Selenka steps back in the pitch. 3-1. That one's popped up on the infield. We'll stick with it and make the catch herself for out number 3 to retire the side. Circus played a run here in the fourth. They get 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 left. We move to the home half of the fourth inning. 6-2, Phinz with the lead. This is the FGCL. Six-2 Phinz as we move to the bottom of the fourth inning. Top of the order due up for the Phinz here. Morgan Braden Sanchez. Bobby Sensen back out for her fourth inning of work. First pitch to Morgan. Misses for ball 1. Sensen has gone 3 innings, giving up 3 hits, and 6 runs that have all been earned. One upper back to her. Nice play in the circle by Stinson with the backhand to get Morgan for the first time today, and there's 1 gone. We'll bring up Mari Braden, 0 for 2. First time today that the Circus has retired the leadoff batter. Stinson has walked 6 so far today and has not recorded a strikeout. Puts that bunt down. And on that bunt, it came up and hit Braden on the foot. So that'll be an out. 2 out, nobody on for Mariah Sanchez, who doesn't have an official at bat today. She's been walked in 2 plate appearances and has scored both times. First pitch misses for ball 1. Ground ball off the end of the bat to short. Stop made. The throw is in time from Slinka for out number 3. And a quick 1-2-3 inning here in the 4th, pitched by Riley Stinson. As the Phinz go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We played 4. Still 6-2 Phinz. This is the FGCL. We head to the 5th. 6-2, Phinz with the lead. First pitch to Caitlin Clark is low for ball 1. Clark, Wineski, and Stinson due up. Bottom of the order for the Circus as they tried to claw back into this one. Ground ball to first. Vukadinovich bobbled it momentarily, but picked it up, made the stop, and it's up in the bag for out number 1. Couple of changes in the field for the Phinz, just a flipping of the middle infielders. Sanchez moves to short and Plante moves to second. Allison Wisniewski steps in. She's 0 for 1. She struck out her first time. Swings the first pitch for strike 1. Wisniewski, 2025, a freshman at Tiffin University from Lithia, Florida. Takes that for a called strike, 0-2. Riley Little, her second inning of work in the circle for the Phinz, in relief of Amari Braden. Grounds that one to Sanchez at short. She makes a stop in the throw, and there's 2 away. We'll bring up the pitcher, Riley Stinson. She's 0 for 1 with a ground out. Stinson from Mansfield, Texas, and Mansfield Legacy High School. Heading to Oklahoma. Swung on a miss. 1-1. Excuse me, heading toward Ouachita Baptist. Two outs, nobody on. Top of the 5th inning, 6-2. Phinz with the lead. That one's taken to left, to her knees to make the catch. It is Whited for out number 3 to retire the side. The Circus go down in order here in the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning, still 6-2 Phinz. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning, 6-2 Phinz with the lead. And Circus making several changes as Jessie Taylor is the batter for the Phinz. She's 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Out in the field, McQuillan enters the game. She's now in center. Fia Zelenka moves to right field. Dodig over from second to short. Fox enters the game at second, and Davidson is your new catcher. And we have a new pitcher as well for the Circus. Allison Wisniewski moves from the DP spot to the circle to take over for Riley Stinson. First appearance in the circle this season here in the FGCL for Wisniewski. And she issues the walk to start things off. Stinson went 4 innings, gave up 3 hits and 6 runs that were all earned, and she issued 6 free passes, no strikeouts. So the free passes have been the issue for the Circus in the circle. The Phinz have taken advantage, including Maddie Ford, who is the batter now. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Ford, a 2-run homer in the first and a walk in the third. Taylor on first. Bounces in. The throw is not in time. And Taylor had a couple hesitations, but was going with the pitch, so we'll give her the stolen base. The 1-2. Bounces in, and Taylor will take third. That one's a wild pitch. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. Ford knew it. And that's the first strikeout by Circus pitching today. That will bring up Lily Plante. Plante is 0 for 1 with an RBI walk. Two-0 pitch. Foul back. And the payoff. Whoop. That's high to the backstop. And coming in to score on the wild pitch is going to be Taylor. And it is now 7-2 Phinz. Faith Whited now the batter. No official at bats so far today. Puts down a bunt, fouls it off. Whited walked in the second and had a sacrifice fly in the third. That one drops in for a called strike 3. Taking off and stealing second on the pitch is Palante. So we do have the strikeout, but we do have a stolen base. Now right a little batter runner on second, 2 outs. First pitch is high for ball 1. Little's 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. Out of the Box Podcast scoreboard update. They're now in the top of the 5th over on Field 1. The Sea Cows have a 6-2 lead over the Pioneers. high and tight for ball 4. Runners now on first and second with 2 outs. For Paige Vukadinovich, who's 0 for 2 with the run scored. Faith White is going to come in to courtesy run for the pitcher Little. Ground ball to second. Stop is made. The underhand throw is in time from Pox, and that'll do it for the Phinz here in the 5th, but they added their lead. 1 run on no hits, no errors, and 2 runners left. We've played 5. It's 7-2 Phinz. This is the FGCL. Seven-two Phinz as we move to the 6th inning. First pitch is a called strike to a new batter for the Circus. Kenny McQuillan getting her first at-bats of the day. Lifts this one to center field. Braden is underneath it. She'll make the catch for out number 1. They'll bring up Maddie Dodig. 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored, and that's a fly ball, foul ground, right-hand side, and tracking it down to make the catch is Morgan for the second out. And she's caught up in the fencing down the right field line, but she's okay. Gets free. So quickly 2 outs. For Ava Hazard, who's 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a pop out. First pitch to Hazards. Well hit to right, but Morgan's there. She'll make the catch. And that is a quick 1-2-3 inning. Pitched by Riley Little. In 6 pitches, she sits down the Circus in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We move to the bottom of the 6th. Still 7-2 Phinz. This is the FGCL. Top of the order due up here for the Phinz in the 6th. They lead it 7-2. Alexis Morgan, 1 for 2 on the day. She walked and scored in the 1st, RBI double in the 2nd, a ground out in the 4th. At the plate, facing Allison Wisniewski, and out for her 2nd inning of work, and that is a hard hit ball, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Dodig not able to get in front of that one. Mari Braden now will step in. 0 for 3. First pitch is a called strike. Bounces in, but taking off was Morgan. She'll get the stolen base. One ball, one strike. Runner now on 2nd with nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th.
One ball, right.
1-2 to Braden. That's high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Coming up next here on field 2 will be the Queens and the Impact. Queens got the win yesterday. Line drive to 2nd. Fox will make the catch. Morgan gets back in time. And there's one gone. So 1 out now, runner on 2nd for Mariah Sanchez. Sanchez 0 for 1. Has walked twice and scored twice. Ground ball. That was slowed down by Wisniewski in the circle. Sticking with it, make the stop in the throw is Dodig. We're going to move to 3rd, but there's now 2 away. Brings up the 3rd baseman, Jesse Taylor. First pitch. Lifted and foul ground, right-hand side, and it will fall foul. Slinka tried to track it down. Couldn't quite make it. Alrighty.
Thank you.
The 0-2 is fouled off. It remains no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Runner on third. Alexis Morgan. Phinz trying to add
The 7-2 lead before the Circus get their last chance in the 7th. Or maybe even try to keep the Circus from getting a 7th. Bounced away, but it was in front of Morgan, so she decided not to chance it from third. The 2-2. Well, inside, the count's now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Line drive, that's going to get through for a base hit past the diving Dodig. It's short. And an RBI single from Jesse Taylor makes it now 8-2 Phinz. I'll bring up Maddie Ford. First pitch is high for ball 1. Ford 1 for 2, had the 2-run homer back in the first inning. Walk and strikeout since. Two balls and no strikes, and Davidson's going to go out and talk things over with Wisniewski. Off day tomorrow, and then on Monday, these two teams will be back in action. Circus will take on the Pioneers at 9:30 here on Field 2, and then at 12 here on Field 2, the Phinz and the River Mocs. The 2-0. Called strike, 2-1. Ford with a fly ball to deep center field, and that's going to go off the wall. Rounding second, heading to third is Taylor. She'll stand there, and Ford gets the double. So, but 2 runners into scoring position. With 2 outs here in an 8-2 ball game. Lily Ponte now the batter. Swings and misses, a strike 1. Ponte's 0 for 1. Couple of walks and an RBI. Ground ball, that's going to get through for a base hit. 1 run will score. And the RBI single brings home Jesse Taylor. And makes it 9-2. That puts now the game-ending run standing on third base. Faith Whited stepping to the plate. She's 0 for 1, struck out in the 5th, but a sacrifice fly, RBI in the 3rd, and a walk in the 2nd. First pitch misses high and away for ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the strikeout of Whited will give the Circus an opportunity to bat in the 7th. For the Phinz here in the 6th, they get 2 runs on 4 hits. There are no errors and 2 left. We head to the 7th and the last chance for the Circus. It's 9-2 Phinz. This is the FGCL. We head to the top of the 7th inning. The last chance for the Circus. It's 9-2 Phinz. First pitch to Via Zelinka is fouled back for strike 1. getting her first at-bat of the ball game. Yesterday was 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. A couple of defensive changes, flipping some people around on the infield for the Phinz. Palante moves back to short, with Vukadinovic moving to second, and Sanchez now at first. And that one's a fly ball to shallow right in foul ground. Now making the catch is Morgan for out number 1. That brings up Peyton Bragg, 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. First pitch is a called strike. Fouled away, no balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2. A little out. Waits on that one. The 4-hopper to second. Vukadinovic makes a stop in the throw for out number 2, and the Circus are down to their final out. Taylor Davidson, the batter. First pitch. This is for ball 1. Called strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. Davidson yesterday was 1 for 2 with an RBI single. Trying to keep the game going, get another at-bat for the Circus. It's popped up on the infield, first base side and foul ground. Sticking with it to make the catch is Sanchez for out number 3 to retire the side and end the ball game. Your final score: Phinz 9, Circus 2. With the win, the Phinz improved their record to 2-0 on the year. Sarasota falls to 0-2. The Phinz got 9 runs on 7 hits. They did not commit an error, and they left 7 runners on. The Circus got 2 runs on 3 hits. They committed 1 error and left 3 runners on base. Once again, your final score: Phinz 9, Circus 2. Coming up next here on Field 2, it will be the Queens taking on the Impact. That's coming up in about 30 minutes. Till then, I'm Tom Canterbury. Thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you for the for the Queens and the Impact coming up next. This is the FGCL.